Software of Excellence, your independent digital imaging consultant. David Preston let out a long sigh. It was 5 p.m. on Friday, and the meeting with his two partners to select a digital X-ray system was going nowhere. The sensor system in his own surgery had been damaged, so rather than just replace this, he wanted the practice to share in the benefit of a phosphor plate system that would reduce everyone's costs. Peter had used a sensor before and liked the instant image capture. William, like David, wanted the phosphor plate system, but favoured another brand. He didn't want the practice to have multiple separate systems, as this would mean each dentist's images would be held in a different database, and unless he checked each separate package every time he saw a patient, important images could be missed. And then there was the question of whether David's existing images would transfer to a new package. The meeting ended without resolution. Thank God the weekend had arrived. Amid his golf game, David thought of software of excellence. The practice had successfully used Xray for years. After one call on Monday, a sales consultant was showing him a new concept in imaging software and services. The Software of Excellence sales consultant analytically told them about the pros and cons of different digital imaging systems. Unlike the sales rep who had sold David his original sensor, he represented a range of brands equally, so was able to discuss the relative benefits of different systems without bias, and had both X-ray and intraoral camera solutions to offer. The consultant then showed them Examine Pro, Software of Excellence's integrated imaging module. Examine Pro is a bit like the software used with David's old sensor system with several key advantages. All the practice's images are held in one database, regardless of which X-ray or video capture system is used. This means a practice can use a mixture of imaging equipment, and they are free to upgrade as required without issue. Examine Pro is fully integrated into the exact charting window, showing images as thumbnails that can be expanded to viewable size simply by pausing the mouse over them. In practical terms, this means images are always available without the need to switch into another imaging package. They can also be included in patient estimates and letters, allowing clinical documents to be created faster and more professionally. Examine Pro also offered advanced features such as being able to demonstrate to patients the likely effects of tooth whitening, orthodontics, and other treatments. As Software of Excellence supplied both the software and selected system, there were no issues surrounding installation. David also liked the fact he only needed to call one company to sort any issues out. There would be no scope for multiple vendors to play the blame game. Next Friday's meeting was a happier event. Buying Examine Pro meant Peter was able to get the sensor he wanted, and William and David could share a phosphor plate system. And when the practice decided to purchase a digital Panex machine, Software of Excellence came back to the practice and helped them select this, which was then simply connected to the same database, even though this involved bringing a third brand of equipment into the practice. David is now something of an advocate for Examine Pro, telling his friends that having images stored in a single independent database makes it easy to mix and match brands. There are lots of clinical benefits by having images tightly integrated with the practice's clinical records. Software of Excellence gives independent imaging advice because they do not represent a single digital imaging company. It's easy using Software of Excellence as a single point of contact to resolve any issues. And Software of Excellence delivers compelling dental information systems, enabling clinicians to provide excellent patient care and communication. We work with thousands of practices across the world to constantly provide the most innovative, integrated, and powerful software tools and services. Software of excellence.